everything was muted until right now. So...
Oh,
You're all
man.
hear all my witty remarks?
Yeah.
You're already dead.
Nothing.
Oh, Shyla, you missed all the wonderful banter.
Thanks, Shyla.
Look at the look on David's.
Alright, start all the way over. Reverse 5 minutes. It never is.
Working with an amateur. Are you sure? Why do you get subs, don't you? Aren't you not supposed to be an amateur at this?
I've got 1 sub right now, and that's you, so...
Oh, yeah, I got to connect.
I don't expect amateur hours.
Fair enough. My apologies.
Go to Wolby's too, so I can join in. I have to mute you though. 1 sec.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. So there's Hags. There's pie on people's faces. That.
Rotter. I'm gonna guess that's not a normal NPC name. Maybe it's a story name.
that is definitely Strahd lore. And Corey just...
He's too busy laughing at his own joke.
Apparently. That's pretty typical, actually. I'm not...
Do dance, David.
I'm not...
on whatever you guys
Were you talking, Corey? Because we could not hear you.
Correct.
Hello?
Corey?
What is the deal here?
Does this mean the Hags are defeated and we can just move on?
Yes!
Celebramos.
You're calling the airstrike. The windmill's gone.
That was my plan. Calling my Michael Lorekeeper strike.
That works.
Just don't let him know about the children until afterward.
What is happening?
Yep. I don't know. I'm waiting for Valis. Are you having trouble?
We're having trouble hearing you. Like there was a huge chunk of silence, and
Yeah.
you were talking, and then just a giant chunk of silence.
Oh.
And then you said something, and then we asked if you could hear us, and you didn't reply.
Oh, I couldn't. No, I couldn't.
Okay.
Okay. Well, looks like it's catching up. I was trying to say, Val, you get to take the lead here.
Well, so there was some kind of glitch and I rolled twice. I'm not actually supposed to have 19 initiative.
You're supposed to have
I'm
4.
Supposed to have 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
Let's
would be
adjust.
happy to go later.
Oh boy. I don't want to start this.
Don't screw this up.
You're the most trigger happy of all of us.
You got a giant, awesome sun sword. I have
It's not
nothing.
giant. You have the most OP character in the game.
I've died. Obviously, I'm not OP.
You have not died. I have died.
I've
Right,
died
you-
permanently. I've been knocked unconscious.
There's a difference. Ask anyone who's been
That's
knocked out and
true.
not killed.
Yep.
Gimbal Fourth would like to...
Look at him shake his head. He's David's so upset.
Okay. Well, since I'm first,
He keeps reading that sweet sun sword text.
yeah.
Like drag it in front of the screen to taunt me with. He's like,
Oh, look at it. It's so
all
awesome.
this text it does exactly.
Okay. This is interesting.
Is the doorway the only way in and out of this?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and say because the images don't line up. There's a little mirror or a window, not mirror. There's a little window over here because that's where you got your pies from. When you look at the other image, it shows there being a window there.
Is it?
We're just gonna
It's
switch window.
the window was open, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
move.
help me, if you do not go through this door first...
I'm going. I don't care. I'm going to move to the window,
Oh, you turkey!
and I'm going to take a shot at Ophelia Crotchrotter.
All right. So you're putting your sword away.
I don't have to. I mean, I've
Or
got.
you're doing a one-handed crossbow. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's right.
All right. So rolling for attack.
So you're lit up by the light. That's great.
Ooh.
Typical.
Overrun ricochets off a thing, kills me.
Gosh. All right.
Gets it crit, so it goes through you. Kills you.
You know what? I'm going to do the blood right effect. Oh well, I guess it's See, technically the blood right effect is different for each weapon. But if I do it now, it's going to think that I've got blood right on for both. Just so you know. Which I...
blood right effect on you right now. Am I missing it?
Well, there it is.
Yeah, I just see healthy, which probably won't last for long.
No, it won't. So that's gonna do an extra 4 radiant damage for both weapons, just so you know. And I want to activate it for the Sun Sword too. So
if you hit.
Yeah, assuming I hit, yeah. And that's going.
Are you hit with the Sun Sword from here?
I'm not.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how long you were planning on hiding like a girl.
How long is the blade supposed to be? Does it limit?
it's 30
No.
foot.
Exactly. Just skewer them.
The light from the blade is 30 feet.
There you go.
The way I've imagined it, by the way, like you're holding the sword in whatever your dominant hand is, or the crossbow, and you held the sword behind you, so you sort of got lit up, right, with the light behind you, like a photograph.
It wouldn't be behind me; it'd be beside me.
Well, then it's gonna be hard for you. Oh, that's what you did. That's why you missed. Actually, that does make sense. Like blinding yourself. If you'd hit a 1 there, you know what I would have said?
Oh my gosh. You're the worst. All right, that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Oops.
Why that?
No.
Wow. So I'm looking at the picture here, and I'm wondering, is that like what is that layer between area 1 and 2? Is that a ledge? On the.
Oh, stairs? You mean?
No, not on those. On the exterior.
He's talking.
There's like a lip. Or like a walkway?
Oh, yeah, okay. But, yeah, you'll see it on 2.
What is happening?
Here. I don't know, Medic is doing...
Oh, I'm sorry, I was reading something, and I was trying to open a window, but I was clicking the wrong... Just ignore that. Pretend it's Christy.
Ignore me!
Ignore me! Oh crap, sorry, don't tell Christina I said that.
All right, Game B, you're up, buddy.
Anyway, I'm wondering if Medic can help give me a boost to that exterior ledge, so I can get kind of a vantage.
You can't see in though.
There's two little there's windows as well as little doors on that second.
Oh, into area 2. Yeah, you're okay. Yep, I see that. Yeah.
So.
All right, you want to work with him? It's gonna burn up. The bonus action for Medic if you do it, but.
Yeah. I think I
mean,
if Medic
you might want to ask
that.
Medic. All right. So you're just gonna get launched up there. I need a strength check from.
Never
you,
mind, he
Medic.
already showed it to us.
Yeah. No, that's fine. A strength check from you, Medic, and a Dex check from or Dex save from Gimbal. Oh man! Holy crap!
I'm on area 3 with that.
I'm thinking about
Oh
it.
man!
gosh.
Okay. You were about to. But you were so dexterous, you literally grabbed the edge of the wood here, and whoosh, swung yourself around with enough force that it made the ground or the boards creak, because he launched you like a rocket. But you are now up there, and you have 20 feet of movement. That is not an easy access to that window there, as you might be able to tell.
But what about those things on the side? Like right where the area 2 is pointing to? Is that an access point?
Wait. I gotta look back. Sure.
The exterior one. I see.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Two little overhangs.
Yeah, look back at the little one. These are. I think you're seeing these suckers personally.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without the overhead on the second floor, it looks like it wraps around.
Yeah. Well, there's 4 of them basically. That's what I think those are.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Can I try to do a little sachet over to... Oh, that's a little further than I realized.
Well,
All
that's
right,
fine. I mean, range-wise, you could try to get into this window right here. Can you see that?
Yeah, I was actually thinking the window over here, but this... Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that one's too far.
I'll do a little sachet into that window.
All right, another dex check, please, because that's going to be pretty...
Make him do acrobatics for flavor.
I am actually better at acrobatics.
will say, weirdly enough, it rolled an 18 on my screen, and that's even worse.
Same here. I saw an 18.
Boom.
I saw an
And
18.
then roll a 1d6.
Oh gosh.
All right, so you land, somewhat catching yourself as you fall, but you lose some of those hit points you gained as you land back on the ground.
But man, did I at least look cool while I was doing it?
You tried, but you belly flopped. Basically.
Belly flops on the ground are the worst.
This would be so funny to see in real life.
Oh gosh.
Imagine Val is in the back. This is all during your 6 seconds or whatever. You get launched like a rocket. You hear tap tap, and then right back down to the ground.
Typical Tuesday. All right, so I'm out of stuff then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you got like another 10 feet or so if you want to use your.
Well, he'd be prone, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, that's
You wanna
15
get
feet
up
right
when it was
there.
your turn? I'll let you get up using your.
Yeah. Can I get up?
Yeah, well, I'll let you. That sounds good to me. So instead of doing something cool, you are getting out the dirt.
I wasted my bonus action.
True. Ophelia is
Great.
not impressed. 2, 3. And she says, "My love, my love." And she reaches out towards you, Gimbleforth, and she's puckering her lips, like making these big kissy face at you. And let's see, does she target you? Yeah, she's looking at you, and in order for you, there's a. Did that work?
Oh,
you did
thank
save
goodness.
it. You did do a Constitution save. It just means it does half damage, but a kiss leaves this psychic damage on you from the disgust you feel as the kiss planted right on your face. And she is just going to move slightly here, so there's room in case you guys want to do other stuff. And that will be all she does. Medic, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. I need a Wendy
You have
token.
practice on that. Do you want a Wendy token?
Well, I didn't mean to hit that button. Yes, I want a Wendy token. And I can't do anything because I burned my bonus action.
That's true.
But you can place
my
that.
Wendy token to go in here. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Yeah.
And that's my turn because I wasted my bonus action.
Just rub it in. I'm already belly flopped. Children.
And you've gotten kissed by this old hag. She tried to French you. If you had failed, it would have been a French.
That's nasty.
Tasty.
It's oh
Yeah, so let's see.
yeah, that's
I'm gonna move over here behind the girl.
Wow, we're a bunch of wimps.
And if I can remember how to do this.
All right.
Yay.
oh man. Giving her some chillin' frostbite.
Oh, and she's got disadvantage now?
For one turn, yeah.
Oh.
For her next attack, yeah. And that is my turn.
All right. Bella goes, "Sister, save some for me." There we go. And let's see, she is gonna probably use. Yeah. That is based off of. You know what's not doing is showing me. Oh, I see. Did you? Yeah, it did hit. Okay, so deals half damage. Basically, you feel your damage being drastically reduced for a bit. With strength attacks, anyway.
Which is not what you do, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's Irina's turn. She is
awesome.
probably righteously indignant. So she is going to go ahead and head on in there and do what she can. Oh man, get ready. She's about to break it out. Actually, she is already doing more than
any of us.
Wow. Before it does
Late.
feelings.
Dietrich, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move this square next to Irene. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm gonna attack with a sun sword. And since Ophelia is flanked, I should get advantage on this.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Like you said earlier, if you hit.
Yeah. And for my bonus action, I'm gonna reload my crossbow.
Okay.
And I will be done.
How would you possibly miss that? That's amazing. When you think about it positionally and everything, you can't go anywhere. All right, Gimbleforth, time to
redeem myself.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then. Which was the one right in front of me?
Ophelia.
Ophelia Crossroader.
Is it, okay. Boom.
Nice.
All right. After all that kissing, you want a rapier.
Wow.
And
All
then
right.
I would like to. I think it's just a 1d20 for my second attack.
Hey, can I make a suggestion, dude?
Yeah.
Once your turn's done, make your main attack your silver sword attack.
Yeah.
I don't have as much damage possibility with that.
But you're getting half damage on this on your rapier.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Still more damage than I'm doing right now, but still.
Yeah. All right.
Now, do you want to do anything that takes away some of the medic's turn? Like just
Yeah. Actually, I could use a foot massage. And then so for my secondary attack. Boom.
Oh gosh.
All right, Irina is going to try to dodge your terrible attack. Let's see what she does here. And she fails to dodge it, do your attack damage on Irina. It wouldn't have been that much anyway.
Well, I gotta figure out how to do a scroll on the Lenovo. She's not in my combat tracker right now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The Lenovo is
What?
You tear at the mostly ornamental armor, and a large gash appears along her side. Blood starts
Why
pouring
are you
out. She
attacking
squeals.
Irina?
Because he did a 1. I'm
Oh, I
sorry,
missed
you
that.
guys
God
are
darn
clustered.
it. No, I just saw that.
well. I could have also missed and hit Bella because it is my offhand. So.
That's true. That's not as funny. Next time I'll roll for it, though, if I think it seems fair. And I guess it would seem fair. All right. Oh, you guys are so special. You'll make great pies, she says to you. And her sister screams during that, like, no, they'd be too stringy.
And that's their turn. Cool.
They just used their bonus. Oh, no. All right. Let's see. I think I've got this set up correctly.
Oh jeez.
Lightning blasts out. Irina falls backwards, knocked out.
All right.
Already.
Cool.
The rest of you guys feel great. She's Val was just out of range, unfortunately. That would have been really fun to add him in. But anyway, that's her turn.
So for the TPK, yeah.
Guys have trouble hearing yourselves, by the way. Each other now, because you have thunder, you know. Boom! Auto fix repair mode activated. Rebooting. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, self-diagnosis mode. If you're talking, by the way, we don't hear you.
Oh, I'm not. I
Okay.
also just want to point out that my spiritual weapon has done more damage this fight than.
The rest of your team.
Oh yeah, the rest of my team.
Oh man. Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, Val. You got this.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. Let me see. 1 second, I have to read something.
Probably find a way to meta this game and validate everything I've done.
That'd be super.
I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna happen this time. No. Let's see. Okay. So I'm gonna try to levitate them, which I'm sure will be resisted.
Oh, that crap. Yeah, I hate that. Keep forgetting you have that.
It's not gonna do a lot of good.
Not when they can cast lightning, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think I have them both targeted. Yay!
They resisted.
This is going great.
Wow, with a 19 and a 17 they resisted.
Yeah. They
Well,
really.
why do they have advantage on
That's a hag. I think that's a hag thing. They have advantage against spell attacks
Wow.
Yep, it is.
or spell saves.
That's useful since they can also resist more than half of my direct damage from all of my ice spells, which is my character theme, so that's all of them. Good times. That's my turn then.
All right. Bella looks over at. Oops, I clicked down because we both did. Whoops. All right. Anyway, Bella looks at you, robot, and looks like she's gonna make a kiss. And
I don't have a mouth.
I know. By the way, your ability, your character says it's not that you can't eat. It says you don't need to eat, but you can if you so desire.
I don't desire.
So anyway, she says, "My soul bag has room for one more," and she reaches out an arm to scratch you and misses. All right.
+7? Holy crap.
Yeah, Irina is unconscious, so back to Diedrich.
Does she do saves or any death saves or anything? How's that work?
I'm not gonna. Yeah, well, I mean, if you want me to, but then we.
No, it's a question more than should she.
I wasn't going to. I was going to leave her in a state
Okay.
of not being interrupted.
All right.
She's an unkillable NPC like in Skyrim.
I'm going to still have advantage because he's still flanked. So I'm going to attack at Ophelia again with a Sun Sword. Hooray! And
Yeah. Yikes. She took 14 damage in her butt.
okay, and I'm going to shoot at her with the crossbow since I've.
Oh, please get a 1 because I know who's right past it.
Gosh dang it! All right, I'm doing a melee attack, but it is with a hand crossbow, just so I don't get errors.
Gotcha. Yep.
Nope.
Thanks for not getting a 1 at least.
No problem.
Oh, man. All right, Gimby.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun. I don't think. I guess I will just take my D20 and. Well, if I move away, she gets attack of opportunity, right?
No, if you bonus action disengage.
Oh,
But
that's true.
You shouldn't. You should hit at her because then you can at least get your sneak attack damage.
What's that?
Nothing. Do what you want.
No, what you said sounded good.
He's saying basically since she's engaged with multiple enemies, the game has it so it's called sneak attack still, but it's more like they're occupied. You do more damage, so you can add sneak attack to a successful hit while here.
Gotcha.
So if you do that first, just remember to add the bonus to yourself before you do it. It's one of your spells.
No, I know. I just figured because she was looking at. Like she
I know.
Was engaged with me.
I talked with Spanky about that.
Okay. So I would like to move away. Can I do that without being attacked by?
Well, if you use your bonus disengage, yes.
Yes, I would like that.
Okay. You do that.
I will.
You went into the darkness, the eternal darkness. Here, let me open up that one spot for you. Boop. Okay, and what else are you gonna do? Anything else?
I take a shot with my crossbow with my secondary weapon. Is that possible?
Yeah.
I should like to do that. Is that just a 1d20, or do I still need to try to do that?
No, you can go and use your. You haven't done any attacks yet, so I'll let you just do a normal attack.
No, I did my short sword attack and I missed.
Oh, you did? I didn't hear it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, no, you can't do it because you used your bonus to disengage.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I was just confused why I was.
I didn't catch that you had tried hitting.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
All right, sweet. Man, you guys are amazing. Ophelia says, "Sweetheart, don't try to leave me. You're mine now." And you are allured by it as a magic missile springs from her finger and smacks you square in the crotch, knocking you down. Oh, I hit more than one person? If I did, I made a mistake. No, I did not. Okay, good. Medic, you're up.
Well, that didn't work. I can't click his character.
Oh, you want to resurrect him or something? It's because he's on a middle layer. You can do it in the combat tracker, though. There you go. Alright, you spring back up.
Heyo.
Your crotch just has the stinging feel to it, but other than that, you're still doing miserably.
That's my turn.
Val, give me a perception check, please.
I perceive that we're not actually about to die. Sorry.
Right.
Just a second. My mouse is being weird. Okay, there we go.
Alright, you don't notice anything in the heat of the battle. Carry on.
So I don't notice the old lady coming up behind me.
Oh my gosh.
Yay. What can I do that will not matter at all? Okay, I'm gonna cast Mirror Image, which isn't actually something that I can do within, Fantasy Grounds. It's just I do so.
I cast that. You do that.
I do. Okay.
Okay. All right. Bella is looking at the monstrosity before her and realizes she's gonna have to be a little more aggressive. And you know what? In order to do this right, yeah, I guess I would do this. All right, here, hold on. That should work. She will target everyone's favorite robot, and she will attempt to kiss your metal face. Metal and muscular face. You have found it strangely attractive and unable to catalog what you're experiencing or feeling.
Sweet, AFK.
Medic short circuits and falls to the ground. With Bella's kiss, she licks her lips. They're disgusting. Irina is still knocked out. Diedrich, your turn.
Well, this is great. But I guess I will attempt to Sunsword Ophelia.
You know, I watched a thing on the Bone Grinder, and one of the first things the person said is, like, if your group tries to get here like around levels 3 or 4, which is when they tend to do it, try to get them to avoid it, because this is almost a certain TPK.
Yep, we are very quickly finding that out. And I'm going to bonus action reload my crossbow.
All right.
Alrighty. I guess I shall sneak attack. Move in here.
Okay.
And hey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Kidding. Ooh.
Very
Wow.
nice. Very
Look
nice.
at you.
Boom.
Man, the sizzling blade goes in, burning them from the silver. I presume that's what it is. Yeah, he did silver. Wow, nice.
Then I will. So, do I have? I have a bonus action from my. But can I also still move my additional 15 feet?
Yes.
Okay,
But if you use your bonus action to disengage, then.
Well, I have the fancy footwork, so if I land a melee attack, I can
that's right.
disengage.
That's
without...
right.
So I would like to take another crack at Ophelia.
Okay.
Oh, that's sick.
And then I would like to head back over here.
Yeah, that was smart. Alright, Ophelia is furious that you keep going past her. Let me read it. You see her pull a gem off of a necklace that she's wearing. It's a small blue azure gem, and she blows on it, and in that moment, fire basically starts in a ring around her. So it goes up to 20 feet. Let me do that.
Is there a point to us continuing this?
Mm-hmm. There is. It's not like I'm gonna end your game and say goodbye, everyone. Although I might. That works out. 1, 2, 3. You know what? He's just outside of range. Gosh darn it. Alright, well, whatever. She's not going to change her mind just because of that, so that one will at least reach Val. And Diedrich, and everyone else is already down, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, we will run it now. And...
So I can roll to get her to instead attack something else other than me.
I will undo any damage done to you if that's what occurs.
Nope, it does not occur.
Okay, so you guys all collapse as flames of blue blind you. Now, unfortunately, we have to wait for what's his name to get back, because story. You can go ahead and yeah, if you guys want to get a drink, go for it. If he's gonna be gone though, this next part's rather important. I sort of figured this would happen to you, so.
Alright, who are we waiting for?
Scott.
Scout.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, I've been back.
Oh, well, I've been asking. Yeah, you said you were going AFK and you never said
Oh
you
yeah,
were
I
back,
went
so
and got
I'm
a
just-
drink.
Okay. All right, so you guys, the last things you remember are your various experiences that
Gimbleforce
led
still
to...
alive.
Is he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
That's what I thought.
I'm a ding-dong.
That's who I thought you were talking about coming back.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's,
like,
that's what I thought
ding-dong.
too.
he's gonna pull
I'm
it
a
out his
ding-dong.
butt.
I am so sorry. Let's go ahead and play this out. Let's see what happens. You've got this. If you win, though, I'm just gonna let you DM from now on because it's just I have no chance. All right. So now, in all seriousness, though, you can play this however you want. You do have a lead on them. If you were to be the cowardly sort and wanted to escape, I mean, that sounds sort of roguey. I'm going to leave that option to you. You just saw a big eruption of flame blast everyone out, and they fell to the ground, those that were standing before, and they are not any longer, and the hags are cackling.
You know, I think if there's a chance to escape, I think Gimbleforth is taking it.
Yeah, I figured you probably would. Okay, so you would just have to be able to evade, you know, a magic missile that might come toward you or something. So, well, you can't really evade those, but get outside the range of them. Those are pretty long. So, let's give me. See, you can go 30 feet each time. It's not going to take much for it to kill you. So look at this. One moment here. 120 feet range. So you got 4 instances of this. Give me.
How far is he right now from whoever's casting?
He is about. Well, we'll just say 30 feet to round up.
Because he can move.
Got 3 more to go.
He can move 90.
That's true. So give me 2 dex checks, please.
Saves, right? just
No,
checks?
you're actually going to be doing an action with the intention of applying yourself and very dexterously avoiding all obstacles and getting out of the way really quickly. So yeah, just 2 dex checks. If they're both above 10, you succeed. I'll accept a 10. That's fine. 10 or above. Okay. Man, barely. So yeah, you had some material get torn near your shoulder, but you effectively have escaped their view. Now,
So
where
sneaky.
are you going to go? And I take you're probably just running off into the woods or something, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm
that accurate?
heading for survival.
All right. I will point out the woods are terrifying, and you are probably smart enough to avoid the denser fog. For the rest of you, you guys remember the last thing you remember is just what occurred to you. Let me go ahead and adjust the map so we can go to the right area. It'll be up here. Why not? We'll take this spot. All right, peeps. You guys awaken as you see you find yourselves tied up very securely with both mundane and magical fixtures, shackled in fact. And the hags are talking amongst themselves, and their mother has walked in, Morgana. And she says to them, you can tell that she's frustrated that how did they get this far? Why didn't you just sell them pastries, etc., etc. And then they start muttering to each other as they come up with a plan. They go from one cage to the next, and the 3 of you can decide whoever answers first. It's fine. And they say, "We wouldn't kill one of your kind if we can use them. So, here's your chance for freedom. I'll give you one simple quest. You take this Newt's Eye, and you place it in Castle Ravenloft, so I can spy on Strahd like Strahd spies on us. If you do this, we let you live. Any takers?"
Done.
Ah, smart man over here. What about your friends?
They speak for themselves.
That
The
was the first
robot
one
has a
that
blue
replied.
screen. You replied, Scott?
Oh well, I thought you said the first person was making the decision.
No, she
And
was
he
just
said
asking.
done, so I thought he was speaking for the group. Oh.
No, just like who's going to be the first to agree to her terms is all she's saying. As she's walking amongst the cages, or the shackles. So, how about you, robot? You monstrosity.
So if he's going, I'll go with.
So if you're gonna send us in Castle Ravenloft, I think you have to send us with a boon of some sort to help us get there, since he's.
They're not saying when. They're just saying to do it.
Right, and I'm intimidatingly telling them they need to give us something to go with us, so that we can get there.
At this point,
and not be dead.
Yeah, so I wasn't planning on anything like that, but I tell you what, give me a persuasion, and let's see.
Can I do intimidation?
You're not going to have any chance intimidating the hags that have you chained magically bound, and they have resistance to that type of stuff anyway.
Alright then. So,
oh my gosh.
Holy moly. Alright.
He's like, look how badly we did against you guys. You actually think we're going to be of any use to you?
Makes perfect sense.
Unless you help us out a little.
Wow.
Alright.
Wow.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have this planned, so she's going to provide you with some options. You can either have an amulet that they will enchant with something powerful, or you can have a weapon of your choice. Magical, enchanted, good against vampires.
I'm not actually sure what I'm proficient with.
Well, it didn't have to be for you.
That's true.
How about a flaming sword of sun?
I think I'll go with the amulet.
Alright. Give me 1 day. I will put something together and you will come pick it up. 1 day or more from now. And you have 30 days to complete your objective. And she says you will accept the boon. You will also accept my command. And she begins lighting sigils that you didn't realize had been written around the entire room. And I don't know how to pronounce this word. It's here, I'll just put it over here. It's easier to do. How do you pronounce that word? You guys see it in the bottom left?
Yeah.
Natural gate.
I think it's Gaius.
Yeah.
Alright. She casts a Gaius on you. It's like my gas, but lasts longer. Alright, so effectively she's binding you to a command. And it's going into your very...
The hard G, pronounced gesh, with a hard G and an E like the word bed. It's an old Gaelic.
Ah, Gesh. I'll cast a Gesh on you. So she does so, and as you guys are becoming enchanted by these black orbs that are her eyes as you look, she weaves it, writes on your soul, and says, you have 30 days to deposit this newt's eye in a place that it would be helpful to me. Unseen, and you must in no way work such as to go contrary to my intent or my covenant. And then she snaps her fingers, and you're bound by it, which means you cannot try to therefore turn around and kill the coven. And she pauses for a moment and says, as she pulls the eyes thing again, says, and you will tell no one of what is on you. And then she stops. She sits down, starts eating a pie. She says, it's been nice having guests, isn't it? And their sisters or daughters, whatever they might be, you can't tell, they're all old and ugly looking, nod furiously. And she gives you a chance to rest here longer if you want. Otherwise, she needs time to build the amulet, and then she will provide that to you guys when you show up anytime from a day.
Technically, we get wisdom saves on this.
You do not. It's written in the storyline that it is literally one of the alternative things. If you guys get TPK'd, this is what occurs to you, and there is no save. You've been bound.
Presumably, she would just be able to like know that it didn't work and just recast it indefinitely until it did work before she let us go.
This isn't a combat situation. This
that's fair enough.
So, so she asks which one of you will take the eye. You all feel an instant tingling that you want it, but obviously only one person can hold it at a time. Any volunteers? Oh man.
Well, since she can see through it, I vote that Gimbleforth just keeps it in his pants.
That's a good idea.
He's not there.
I'm not part of this party.
Oh, he ran away. I forgot.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Well, Diedrich is the next best thing.
Nope, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm Gimbleforth may not be there, but he's
my pouch with all my dolls.
That's a bad idea.
Okay, so the medic is taking it,
Yep.
and you're putting it with your dolls.
In the pouch with the dolls.
That's hilarious, actually. Okay, you receive it, and they let you free. And Irina, she would also be affected by this. She agrees as well. Oh, that means she's also bound by the same thing. Ooh, interesting. Okay. And let me get rid of your unconscious effects, because you're not unconscious. Yeah, okay.
Is there a reason I'm dying now?
That's the wrong person to add that to. That'll teach you, though. There you go. You feel much better suddenly. You just got better. And Diedrich's still unconscious. I've got to fix that. Okay.
Oh, I'm still dying.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You are. So. Okay. Yeah. So they kick you out of the place. If anyone wants to do an action while they're leaving, feel free. Otherwise, you guys are now back out around. I'll go ahead and share this map. You guys are here. We're going to say, for sake of argument, that like an hour's time has passed. He said he was heading toward the forest. So Diedrich, maybe you're over here somewhere. What would make sense? I mean, you're running for your life, but once you shook them, I suppose you'd probably try to be somewhere you could see.
Yeah, I would definitely keep an eye, as long as I felt safe distance, keep an eye on what was happening. So I would think I would see them coming out.
Diedrich's also a pretty decent tracker, too.
Well, you're making some assumptions about how good a runner Sir Percy is.
If you're running 90 feet...
Right, might be 20 feet. What did you say, Scott?
Oh, I said with the sweet rolls he's had tonight.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, they've been all over the place, because he's also the guy who rolled a 1 after rolling a 20.
Well, no, that's what I was saying. He basically opened strong and then just crashed and burned after.
Oh, man. That's good stuff. Alright, so you guys exit the building. The smell of pies is still lingering on your clothes. Each of you that is currently aware of the Gesh is of course, able to communicate with the others about it. But the binding means you can't actually tell Gimbleforth.
Yeah.
I think Gimbleforth is happier not knowing.
Yeah, probably would be, except for when they say they want to go take this inside of a Castle Ravenloft. Anywho, so what do you guys want to do? You guys are clearly not in good shape. Throw that out at you guys.
Can we take a short rest? That should...
It's up to you guys what you do. It's It's getting close to nighttime though, so you're gonna want to find each other. And
Why don't we just take a long rest inside the windmill, since they're not gonna kill us?
Well, they just kicked us out, didn't they? But they also offered it up.
Gimbleforth is not keen on going back in the windmill after.
Well, we don't know where you are anyways.
That's
Well,
true.
no,
Yeah.
I thought I found you guys.
Not yet.
No. You position yourself so you can watch, but if they don't leave the windmill,
Oh,
they go ahead and take them up on a rest.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You might just be assuming they are dead at this point.
Gotcha. I thought
Try
they
to
left the
roleplay.
windmill already.
Yeah, we would know
Yeah.
that he's not with us. I don't think we would let him, or within our ability, let him spend a night alone out here.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
That's probably accurate, actually.
I personally if it were me, I still wouldn't want, even though I was bound by that spell, perhaps even more so because it's bound by, I wouldn't want to stay in there anyway. I mean, they're disgusting. There's screaming children up above, crying, sobbing. Yeah, it wouldn't be a pleasant place to be. Okay, so you guys exit, and if you had stayed right there, I guess you'd probably get a line of sight as soon as they got down there, which would only take a couple minutes. So you guys walk out and go ahead and give a perception check. The Gimbleforth, since you're watching from cover.
Eyes
Yeah,
like a hawk.
You have no problem. Yeah, you noticed it. So you see them pretty much immediately, and at your leisure may try to approach in whatever manner you feel seems fit.
I would like to follow them and not immediately approach.
Alright, well, then Diedrich's gonna start tracking and to try and find him.
And I'm gonna be stealthy. So you do that.
I mean, that's what he'd do.
Yeah, it does sound like something you do. Alright, go ahead and use...
It's just survival.
There's survival, I think. Yeah, survival makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah,
You find
cool.
your own feet, no problem. Yeah, so he successfully has eluded your attempts to find him. So you may just continue in any direction that would make sense to you. And in whatever way would make sense to you. You have 30 days to complete her request, so
Yeah.
the compulsion doesn't have you running straight to Ravenloft.
Yeah.
You still have your wits about you, so to speak.
Well, perhaps since our quote-unquote friend, ran off, perhaps he went to Vallaki, so perhaps that's the way we should go. And maybe we can get there by night. I do not know.
All right. So you
Sounds
guys
like a
in
good
your
plan to
journey?
me.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and burn a first level spell slot to get a sorcery point, which takes a bonus
Okay.
action. I'm just gonna do
What's
that.
a sorcery point, dude?
I can. That's how meta magic works in 5th edition. Only sorcerers can do it, but it's powered by sorcery points. It's like the reason that it's beneficial to be a sorcerer, I guess.
Cool, I guess. I didn't understand
like
much of that, but nice.
Also, like whenever I cast that levitation spell, I can cast it on 2 people rather than 1 because I can twin the spell. It takes 2 of my sorcery points.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice. All right. So
Yeah.
he's doing some finagling of his magical wand down below.
Yeah.
All right. So there's your bunny icon. That's Ben obviously, but all right. So you have not a lot of time, honestly, before the night is going to be here. So I would say logically maybe around there. That would be a couple hours of getting around.
That small gap through the trees, is that not passable?
I need to figure out what you mean.
So
You can
There-
draw. Click left and right mouse and then drag toward it.
Okay. Right there.
try it again. Line up the right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong mode. I gotta get to the top layer. There we go. Okay, yeah, so there's no actual gap in the trees there. I showed you too much of the road when I revealed map.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, so we would get to here, is what you said?
Yep. Yeah, basically.
Alright, well, I guess we
So
try and
around
find
there,
the best...
Yeah, you're hearing wolves and stuff at this point. You guys are not in good shape for that.
Nope.
And now, Diedrich, are you just continuing to follow them?
You mean Gimbleforth?
Yeah, sorry. Gimbleforth,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
I hope Dietrich is.
Yeah, suddenly you're by yourself.
Then we
Like,
climb
where is
trees.
everyone? Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, okay, sure, why not? We'll give you acrobatics and a chance to climb trees. Be hard to rest in a tree, but
Depends on how big the tree is.
Being chewed on by a wolf too, though.
that's true. I can't argue that point. So, Diedrich, would you continue, or not Diedrich, sorry, Gimbleforth, would you continue this even though you see Diedrich and group moving forward, having failed behind you?
I'm trying to load the modules because they weren't done earlier. Is there any? Can I do like a perception check or a religion check or something to see if there's anything? Because like I saw them all what I can assume is die, and now they're all plunking forward. I just don't think I would charge up and be like, hey guys, is there anything I can do to investigate that without getting close to them?
It's a decent point.
Yeah, it is.
Of us getting out of there.
Yeah.
That's what I would be suspicious of, because just a person getting knocked down in the D&D world, shall we say, people.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Yeah, well, that's
You're never gonna keep me down.
Leaving the windmill. If I'm watching
Right.
that, they've made an agreement of some kind. I'm assuming.
Right, or suddenly they got really good.
Children can't be the best agreement because these are with children.
Okay, so yeah, I tell you what, you go. Let's say that you're observing them for a while, so doing an investigation check with advantage.
Okay.
So do you have advantage as you click on the bottom left before you do your?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, fantasy ground. I'm loading all the modules again on this computer, so it's just taking. It's gonna be a little slow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so you recognize that they are all severely injured, but they seem to maintain the social dynamic that they always have, sans your presence.
So the group is more cheery.
Wow. I'm gonna start calling you Happy from now on.
But you don't see them appearing to look any different. Not in a way that mundane eyes, no offense, but you're not using magic.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that would be mundanely obvious.
So I think in that case, as night starts to fall, I would approach them because I don't want to spend the night in the woods by myself.
Right. Okay. So you approach, and I'm gonna guess that. Well, it doesn't actually. Each of you that's not Gimbleforth, go ahead and roll a perception check, please. Wow, Medic, nice job. And same with Diedrich. Okay, Diedrich and Medic, you guys recognize the sound of someone following you, crackling through the woods ever so quietly, trying to be facetious or stealthy, but clearly.
I draw my crossbow and not take a warning shot, but be aiming right where I heard the sound.
Okay.
I holler, don't
Diedrich had
shoot,
good
don't
eyes on
shoot.
you.
Actually, maybe I say, you can't hit me anyway.
That does sound like something you would do.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me want to shoot him now.
Go ahead and try.
Be the one good shot he makes.
Yeah, watch me crit.
I shot back. You've already shot me once. Don't shoot me again.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he put you down, didn't he? With an arrow in the neck.
One shot.
Well, he just got what's her face back because he almost killed the arena. So
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. So I keep forgetting that she's there. Yeah, Irina's probably more than a bit nervous. She's hiding behind the robot. At least that's what I would do if I were in her place. He's largest. Okay, so you guys are aware of each other. And now it's a matter of trying to figure out your camp situation.
Where have you been, you fool?
Not getting captured, you fool.
Fair enough.
Very good.
Before we make camp, I would like to apologize to Green and explain that normally my aim is better. Oh.
Yeah, she, sorry I changed the background sound because I realized we're not in the bone grinder anymore. Yeah, she looks at you, with a little bit of hesitation, and there's a haunted look in her eyes. And she says, "It never seems to stop in this cursed land. Never." And then she covers her eyes and cries, somewhat looking away from you, trying to hide her emotions. She's weak, and as the night's getting darker, she's getting more and more affected by it.
How big are the trees around here? I mean, if that's a potential option for sleeping, I mean, are the trees big?
Yeah.
Are they massive?
So, it's not written in there, so what I'm going to do is we're going to bring this down to a roll as well. So go ahead and take, I think survival again is the most logical one here. So each of you gets one survival roll. If you can find...
oh my gosh.
15
Nope, not even going to bother.
Alright. Medic apparently has a built-in, foliage scanner. A ping goes out. He identifies trees that are close enough together and capable of supporting several people in the air if you use some rope wisely and your blankets or whatever else. It's not convenient, it's not comfortable, but it will suffice.
Well, for basically hammocking, then Diedrich's pretty comfortable.
Alright, fine. Diedrich's comfortable. Sounds scary to me, though. I mean, I'd be terrified out there hanging like burritos in the trees when there's wolves, and I guess it's worse than laying on or better than laying on the ground.
Oh yeah, it is.
Anyway. Okay, so with that in mind, who is going to take a what's going to be the watch order for the 3 watches of the night?
Sentry mode. I'll just do.
That's right. That makes more sense. Okay, good. That actually ruins part of the dynamic in a way, but in a good way, I guess, for you guys, because otherwise it would have been dangerous. All right, so we have 3 dice to roll here. I'm going to go and give you the benefit of the... Yeah, okay. Benefit of the rest. But unfortunately, around the third or second watch, you hear the sound of howling in the air. Those of you who aren't asleep.
In the air? Or...
Yeah. Well,
like
you hear in the air. The howling is in the air.
How
so
high
like...
up are we in the trees? If I keep turning it, the howling is up in the air.
Oh, no. I meant it's in the air. The sound is in the air, not like it's above your head or whatever. Yeah, you hear the howling and the patter of wolf feet as they come near the tree. But if you are in the tree, and let's do this right. One moment, let me grab the dice. And where's the table at? There's the table, and it is rest encounters. Oh, this one doesn't have wolves, but that's the one that you're supposed to use for here. Interesting. No encounter. All right, you're good. You hear the wolves, but they don't get close enough to bother you, perhaps because you're in the tree. All right, so you make it through the rest of the night. You guys are okay. You wake up in the morning. Gimbleforth is clearly just sleeping so soundly, like unbelievably wonderful. Your dreams, by the way, Gimbleforth, are very vivid. You have images of those women in the camp, except in your dream, you rolled well, shall we say. And
Oh gosh.
but then they get eaten by hags.
If I look over, is he tenting?
It's really dark in there. And you only have human vision, so you don't know.
That's
but
true.
The answer would be yes. But he's dead to the world while he sleeps, so there's no waking up from that. The rest of you are haunted by desires for completion of the gesh that is on you, and you just keep seeing these raven eyes in your dreams. That you see pictures that you have the newt's eye in your hand, and you want to go place it, and you see a raven fly by, and as it does, you see its eye up close, unblinking as it flies over. A haunting reminder of things you've seen with some sort of meaning that you can't quite understand. This doesn't affect Medic, of course, but the rest of you experience that to some degree or another. All right, you may continue your journey.
All right, well, get down.
Gingerly, are you going to make us roll and get out of the tree?
I should, but no, you guys got rope in time. Figure you can figure it out.
Yeah, I'd eat some breakfast, eat a ration for breakfast. So take one of those down.
Some of the ration I have in my bag to a squirrel because I don't eat it.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Alright,
and then
so you
continue
guys
on.
consume your food. I haven't tracked the rations you guys have, so if someone is doing that, that'd be great.
I just dropped one down.
Okay. By the way, Diedrich, you fired how many times?
Twice. It'd be twice.
Oh, you're. Why does it have them all check? Oh, because when you check mark, you burning them, right?
Yes, that's right.
All right, so roll a d6. I know you did twice, but there's 6 total since the last time you checked this. So roll a d6. Oh my word, you got them all back. Okay.
Yeah.
Voice.
I happened to find more crossbow arrows than I shot last time. Let's go.
That's pretty sweet. All right, so as you guys are doing your journey around this point, this is late morning.
I closed the map. How can I get that done again?
You just ask nicely, and then it appears.
Oh, and I'm gonna have to re-roll for my blood right.
Oh yeah, okay.
All right.
The 3, okay. And I will fix that right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, so as you guys are making your way through these woods, the strange, terrifying sounds of the animals in the distance is actually eclipsed by the sound of a child yelling. And it sounds like it's coming from the north.
From the north?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Like
be
through
towards
that
the river.
Through that little patch of trees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Which I'll open up. It's a large body of water, but Irina can tell you quickly, because she is familiar with the area, that this is Lake Zarovich.
And ask her if it's known for any kind of hauntings or anything that would make that sound, or if it's indeed something we should investigate.
She replies that stranger things have happened here. The biggest thing has usually been a wizard that long ago went mad when he was fighting Strahd. He would occasionally strike lightning to fish with, knocking fish out and then picking up their bodies. And so people often thought those were ghosts, but there's other strange things. However, what you guys are hearing right now, she doesn't know of any rumors that would correlate with that.
Is that game sound effect or somebody's dog?
It's gotta be game. But that doesn't sound like a child. That sounds like wolves.
That's the background sound for Slavich. I'm not listening to it, so.
It was
Yeah,
quite loud.
I'll turn it down.
Yeah, no worries. I guess we should.
No, yeah, it was just louder than the other, so I thought, man, is that the game? Is
Here.
this mage? Does this mage end up underneath a mountain?
That's what you're hearing. Does this mage?
Wow.
Does this mage end? No, but I tell you what. Well, no, you haven't seen him or anything, so I can't have you roll anything yet. But...
All right. Diedrich will take off running towards the scream.
Okay, as you get to the edge of the water, you see out in the middle of it a man in a boat, a rowboat. He's right about here. A man in a rowboat, and he has this bundled up in a bag, this young woman or child, you can't tell from there. Just her head's above the top of the bag, but the bag is cinched around her so she can't get her arms free. And he is somewhat blurrily, like he's moving sluggishly, but he's grabbing the bag and he's trying to lift it to shove it off the edge of the rowboat and to drop the woman in.
Diedrich yells, "Sir, stop, wait, please."
I point to the shotgun. I said, levitation.
That's quite a distance out. His levitation wouldn't reach there.
So he probably wouldn't hear me yell at him either.
Right.
Levitate yourself and then levitate her. You need joy.
Is that
I
gonna
thought
be
I
your
would probably
approach?
say that before.
How far away is this?
Yeah, they're a solid 250 to 350 feet away. Easily. It doesn't actually tell me the precise amount.
I mean, yeah, if they're over there compared to how we've traveled.
How big is this lake?
It's quite large.
Yeah, it's huge.
The largest body of water in the map, or in the whole module.
I mean, at this point, that if they're half a mile away, which it looks like they very well could be, I mean, there's nothing.
Oh, actually, it does say it's 400 feet. 400 feet out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sweet.
And he doesn't.
Yeah,
he doesn't,
wrapped in a burlap sack.
he doesn't react at all to Diedrich shouting.
No. Nope.
I would like to break out my bagpipes, and play a ditty, see if he notices that.
Okay, give me a performance. Irina, by the way, looks at you like and shakes her head like.
Well, I'm just trying to get his attention. Is all.
Heck, she's about to drown. You play somewhat poorly. The sound goes across, you think. However, he doesn't seem to respond to it.
Medic, are you one of those cleric type people that can amplify sounds and stuff like that?
So I can actually
with the cantrip.
I can actually do a minor illusion, which will allow me to create a sound, which can be me talking, and it can range from a whisper to a scream.
How can we hear her, but they can't hear us, unless it's magical?
I didn't say they can't hear you.
Oh, he couldn't hear us.
He said that he didn't react.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, yep, fair enough.
Ignored. Bagpipes are always heard.
Yeah, so I'm gonna yell
That's
for
true.
him to stop what he's doing with this minor illusion spell. I'm gonna cast it as far out as I can, which is gonna be like, it means it's gonna originate like 60 feet away from me, towards him, as loud as possible. Which it said, like I said, the spell says it can range from a whisper to a scream. So.
Okay. So you turn to a screen as
Yeah.
far out as you can.
Yeah.
All right, you do that. You see the man turn ever so slightly, and he's wobbling a bit. It seems to be more than just the rocking of the boat. And then he just goes right back to his task, and he gets her right to the edge of the boat now, and he's about to do the final rollover.
She
Well,
did.
we suck.
Yeah, I can't do anything about this. I mean,
How fast can we swim? Was it like half speed?
How fast does your
Well, since you
levitation make people fly?
I mean,
think
I can
that's a
move
walking
them.
speed, isn't it?
Well, the
Or
trouble
running
is
speed
that
or whatever?
I can move them up to 60 feet in a turn, but they have to be
Turn's only 10
within
seconds
60
or
feet
what?
of me. I'm pretty sure.
Or you can't
No,
control it.
wait. Let me see again. Maybe it can be.
Yeah, it's in 6 seconds. He can launch them pretty well.
Yeah, it has to
Who
be.
wants
It
to
has
use
to be
that?
within the range of the spell, which is 60 feet. So I can move them, but like then I'm gonna have to continue to move. So like that gets them really quickly 60 feet. But then I've got to move, and I can't.
How deep's
levitate
the
myself.
water? He can run after us.
I guess that's a good point. Well, let's say what speed can you move while levitating yourself?
I can't
Yes.
levitate myself with this spell. I don't think.
Oh.
This is like a baby version of levitate.
Ah, okay. Okay.
like a
Well,
first
anyway,
level.
to answer the swim speed question, I'll let you guys roll for faster if you want, or if you want to do some sort of fancy stuff. But the
Athletic.
general idea would be it's a bit like difficult terrain, right? In that you can't sprint across it.
Nope, I
but you're
can't
not going to be
swim,
using
I'm
an
too heavy.
action. So you could, yeah, I think you're the least likely to be able to solve this situation because of the fact that you're super heavy. But
Wait,
yeah,
do I have to
anyway.
breathe? Just walk
No, you
there.
don't have to breathe.
all
Wait,
right.
we don't know. It's like
Oh, in all fairness, that's an option. He
I
doesn't
just
have
walk
to
out
breathe.
there, and of course she has to
Underwater.
breathe. But maybe I could somehow get her out before she drowns. I'm gonna start walking out towards him, running out towards
All
him,
right.
while you guys figure something.
we don't know it's a
makes
boat or
sense.
anything on the shore though.
There are, okay, so you glance down, and way to the west there are boats. Well, not way, I guess about 100 feet to the west are boats. So you could, a single rowboat actually is what it says. So you could technically go out to the rowboat. That's 100 feet that direction, so that puts you around, what, 400, I'm not doing the math properly, but 465 feet or something like that at that point.
How far
But
have I
that
made
would be
it?
faster than swimming. Pardon?
How far have I made it? How deep is this lake? I'm 7 feet tall.
Right. So we're going to say in the 6 seconds of decisions that have happened here, you've made it because you're completely focused on this, overcharging your system to push through as quickly as you can. You're 40 feet in, and still trucking, and you're at the bottom of the lake. It's probably harder to walk down there than not just because of the water, but because of all the muck as well. So anyway, he's already on his way. You guys see a little bit of bubbles now and then. Anyone else going to attempt something like even swimming or whatnot?
I feel like I'm heading to the boat and I'm going that way.
Okay, so at 100 feet, you can go 90 feet in a single turn. So in that same turn that he's running into the water, you basically got to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
You have another turn, and the boat's in the water, and you're beginning your journey. And in that turn, he's gone another 30 feet. So he's at 70 feet, and you're now, what, that'd be 50, 60? You're boating pretty quily. Well, you need a second turn for that. It's true, I'll give you advantage. Oh man, I didn't expect that to do math. So he's Alright, so right now he's in the lead for getting there. Now, the girl has been dropped in, however. By the end of that first turn, she is dropped in the water, and the man begins his rowing away from the bag that quickly sinks underneath as she's unable to actually paddle for herself. You hear a scream and then a garbling sound. Alright, so now what we have is a bit of a time thing. So the two of you are both doing the same type of endeavor. You're doing your best to actually get to the location. Some time passes. Effectively, one of you is going to get to there first, but it doesn't really matter really who's there first. It matters who can actually get to her. She's been sinking, and so let's give each of you, me and Medic and Gimbleforth.
Before we get to her, where is the guy in the boat heading?
He's heading to the opposite shore.
Because I think I'm gonna have faith that Medic is actually I'm going to him.
Okay. Wow.
Solo. Have fun with that.
Well, I just want to try to get.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are all right. So that means I don't even have to roll for it. Medic, you definitely find her first. Oh man. All right. So you still had to go another 300 some feet. 6 seconds each one. So 5 of them. She would have to hold her breath for about 45 seconds. Yeah. Okay. That's faster than what's
her to the
realistic.
surface.
Well, I'm not sure how well you would swim at several hundred pounds. That's part of what I was going to point
true.
out. But he has just
Lower
decided
body to the surface.
It's deep. It's deep at this point. So you have seen her body falling or slowly descending still toward the bottom, and you're able to get to her. Give me a strength check or a dex check. Your choice. You're either untying a knot or you're ripping the bag open.
I ripped it open.
Yeah, you did. You tear it open. The girl looks very confused, and she's got her eyes squinted closed, and her cheeks are puffed out. She looks in bad shape, and unfortunately, there's a lot
Can
of.
I boost her to the surface?
All right, you've already used strength, so you're going to need to use something else. What would make sense? I guess you could use dexterity / acrobatics to give her the right type of spin. So go ahead and give us a dex check. See if you can give her an advantage on getting up there. Oh yeah.
That showed us 17.
That showed her 17 for
man.
me too. What the heck? That's like the third die tonight that's shown the wrong number.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm just gonna say the 17 that I saw. Although normally
cool.
for the record, guys, we're gonna go by the number that's written.
I got to look. That's.
It's got to be a bug, and
Yeah.
it's probably a new one because I haven't seen that.
Wait,
Yeah, this is the first time
So,
I've seen it.
so before we go on this, have I been able to gain any ground on the guy?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're having no trouble gaining ground.
So
He doesn't even seem to be paying attention to you.
I would like to try to shout at him and get his attention. And if he's like, does he respond at all?
Okay. Yeah. So you shout angrily, loudly, however you want. He looks up at you, and he's got this. It's hard for you to tell, but his face looks impassive, and he gives you a flip off, where where he puts one arm on flips the elbow up or whatever, and then goes back to rowing. And but you're gaining ground, and even as he goes back to rowing,
Well,
he's seeming to do a good job.
Like, I almost wanted to see if he'd respond if I got closer. So if he's not responding, I think I'm circling back around to try to help the medic and the girl.
Okay.
So
All right, so you begin the return. The girl gets a bit of an advantage spinning up, but she is running low on air. Who wants to be the Constitution check for the girl? It's a D20. Whoever it is, you get to roll that, and that's your Constitution is burned.
My roll's been crap tonight, so probably someone other than me.
Do we just roll a d20 or we roll Arcana?
D20. It's a bit meta, but she's only 7. She doesn't have any real.
Oh no! Yeah, she's little. We have to save her. No one else is gonna roll. I'll roll it. I mean, it's just.
All right.
Somebody else roll.
Oh crap! Yeah, that's unfortunate. So she has passed out. She's still floating upwards. Since she stopped fighting, the bag is no longer helping weigh her down. She is floating upwards, but the air is leaving her lungs. She's got at most 2 turns or so, medic, you would guess, before she'd encounter some serious damage. All right, so
I don't think that works for drowning.
you know what? I was going to point out that they normally have somatic components. So, because that's how silence works. It stops the somatic part of it. Let's look at it. And you're a cleric, so yeah, you would be speaking. I would give if you had.
Word.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess if I were desperate, I'd say it underwater.
I could have an amount of speakers to work underwater. That's all I'm saying.
All right, but
Sound is carried better underwater.
you're about burned out of different dice you can roll. So I guess charisma is a reasonable choice for this because it's going to be you speaking charismatically your spell. Go ahead and give me a charisma check. If you get above a 10 or above, you can cast your spell.
Aha!
All right, you successfully encase her with some magic, and have granted her another turn as she floats up. She's now outside your range of what you could have grabbed because you helped launch her up there, and she's near the surface, but it's much slower going.
And I should be gaining ground by this point, though, right?
Right, you by this point, because we've had another turn now has occurred, you are now within range of the spot where you saw her go down. There's some bubbles coming up now because of the work that he's done, and the shouts. So you have a very good idea of where, but she's not completely broken surface. So if you want, you may choose to try to look for her or whatever else you want. You haven't burned your dice yet, have you?
No, I'll do perception to see if I can see her.
Okay,
form
so that's a
coming up.
wisdom. All right, go for it. Yeah. All right. Because of the bubbles and whatnot, you have a good lock for where she's floating up, even if you can't quite see her yet. You can choose to dive in if you want.
Yeah, I'm going in.
All right. So give me a dex check.
Right. And any reason why I couldn't have advantage on this since I am a pirate?
No, I grant you, advantage. That makes sense. Pirate would be very good at this particular task.
Man overboard!
Oh, I clicked advantage, but I guess it doesn't
Wow.
I've got a 19
Yeah.
anyway.
matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh man,
risk
you
it.
look like a dolphin. You look like a dolphin cutting in. Just,
Nice.
you shoot down like your legs flapping back and forth, just like a fish. Very nice. You very easily get access to her, and so you have only one more task, and that is use that momentum you have to quickly get her to the surface. But now you'll be carrying an extra weight, so give me a strength check to see if you can do it in that same turn.
Advantage or no advantage on this one?
No advantage on strength check now. That's not really your thing.
Oops, I clicked it last time.
He dropped a 12. Or yeah.
Yeah. So for some
Drop
reason I clicked advantage.
Or yeah.
Before I did the dex, and then it didn't. I only rolled the one, and then when I rolled the strength, they rolled both. I don't know.
Yeah, there's an armor proficiency issue with the strength, but that's okay. So you rolled a 12. Okay, so you have more trouble getting her
Why
up to
is
the
it a
surface.
disadvantage, though?
Because it was a strength check wearing his
Oh, gotcha.
dex
Gotcha.
based. But that's okay. My point being that it just removes the fact that he was accidentally doing advantage for himself. Anywho, yeah. So you grab her, you get a hold of her, and you break surface another turn later, and she is mostly pale. But because of the heal that occurred, it doesn't look like she's actually gone blue. So with a little bit of squeezing, you're able to get her to start coughing, and she starts breathing again with water having spit out of her mouth. But she is barely with it. She's not forming words right now. She's just trying to survive. So now you have a boat near you. So I guess
You have a
you could
boat.
just try to get her in the boat. Yeah. And your pirate proficiency makes it...
Dude, she's 7.
The Constitution doesn't make her 7. Like age.
No.
Wow, is she? I just read that. I'm like, why?
Gotcha.
Because she's light? No, because Mag says, is she hot? She's 7!
Okay,
Man.
yes to you, Val, she's hot.
Wait, hold on.
Everyone
So
else thinks she's cute.
she's not.
Everyone else looks at Val suspiciously.
Man, fiery eyes. So how old is she? Is she a kid?
She's
or is
7.
She... Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I thought. Wow, creepy.
Anyway, you get her in the boat. It was exhausting, but you successfully saved her life, and you can row your choice toward the drunk guy, who's now shoring his boat on the other side, or towards your group.
Towards the pedophile.
Oh boy.
Well,
It's a bad way either way.
yeah, towards the
Oh my-
pedophile or the drunk, your choice.
No, that's a bad way, Val. They were hard times. No, don't say that. That's even worse.
Wait,
That's
hey,
a bit...
Which direction is the open water? Give me the ocean.
It'd be more to the west, but it's weird too.
I'll head back towards the weirdos.
Okay.
I'm making my way back. I've been making my way back as well after I saw the Dolphin Man.
All right, fair enough. So you've been trekking backwards. Okay, so that is. You guys make it to the shore, and you pull the young girl out.
I do a medical examination on her.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for that.
Jeez.
You see she has multiple contusions and had been gagged for quite a while as well, though that seems to have either been removed or fallen off during the process. But you notice the abrasions on the side of her cheek to indicate that. You also recognize that she has a birthmark on the back of her neck that reminds you slightly of a raven, and you file that away for later evaluation. Upon a very careful analysis, you recognize that she broke her leg once when she was even younger. You're not sure when, but it was healed in slightly improperly, and that she will probably recover from this with no issues whatsoever, and all it would take is a little bit of jostling or time to get her to wake up fully.
Okay, good.
And
cast heal
that
on her?
is...
Anything I could do to patch her up? Oh wow, we ran over. I was way invested in this. I'm just saying, I murdered a guy in Skyrim because he was mean to his daughters, and then I adopted his daughters. So I'm totally down with saving.
So now Val should really watch out after his comment.
Exactly.
Because he's now on your list. All right. So that's where we'll leave it. You guys have pulled the daughter out and done an examination, or the young girl, and we will take it up from there next time. And I'm planning on that one being on our 2 weeks, so we're back on schedule. Sound good?
4.
All right, cool.
Good.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
See you stream.
Have a good one.
Good one.